Good evening. The Midlands engine is up and raring to go. At least that was the message from the Conservative Party conference in Birmingham today. The Transport Secretary, Chris Grayling, announced an additional £12 million of funding to boost jobs and growth.
Elsewhere in the city, there was an angry protest from disabled campaigners who say their needs are being neglected. Well, let's speak now to our political correspondent, Alison Mackenzie at the ICC. And Alison, firstly, explain to us what exactly is the Midlands engine?
Well, good question on an important day. Basically, it's a big spending project that focuses on four key things: transport, skills, innovation and trade. So it's a focus on all of that for the Midlands, joining us up with East Midlands, the North, the South and internationally. And it was Chris Grayling on his feet in the conference hall today, talking about the need to build our transport links, our spending limits up there, and this was how he summed it up today when he made that big announcement of extra funding.
What we're all about is a new 21st century Elizabethan era for our railways. We're not about going back to the Victorian one. And of course, our focus on the future should be mirrored right across the transport network, which is why today I'm pleased to announce another £12 million for Midlands Connect to keep up their important work here in the West Midlands, planning its transport needs until 2020.
But the backdrop here, very different for people, ordinary people, they say, the disabled, who staged a big protest in the city centre, coinciding with the Conservative conference. They weren't allowed to come very close, but they stopped the traffic. They're there saying, not forget about the Midlands engine, but don't forget about the needs of disabled people. They say that the cuts agenda is very painful, it's hitting them hard. These are some of the voices we spoke to this afternoon.
We're here as a DPAC protest because disabled people's rights are being diminished under the Tory government. Since the Tories came into power, through the coalition and now majority government, disabled people's rights have been diminished.
The Tories are guilty of serious breaches of disabled people's rights. People have died, people have become homeless, and it just cannot go on anymore.
Well, strong voices outside on the street there, Alison, but back inside the conference, what else can the Midlands expect in the way of announcements?
Well, yes, a packed agenda here. Tomorrow on the agenda is justice, defence and education. So I don't know whether it's an expected announcement on grammar schools. We know that Theresa May is favouring the new schools coming in, saying looking forward to a new style of grammar schools. Whether that's good for the Midlands, there'll be plenty of opposition too from her own party. So that's on the agenda tomorrow, and then Theresa May addresses the Midlands on Wednesday.
Alison, we'll hear much more from you. Thank you.
Birmingham pub bombing campaign